Hey guys, how are you? It's Michelle. I know sometimes this program is hit or miss if it's going to play my video, and it did not want to tonight. But I can just tell you guys all about everything it said. It just welcomed you to my live. It talked about Club Couture. It talked about joining one of my workshops, which you can't do right now, and all that good stuff. So, hi Sue. So I want to go ahead and start with the super cute project. Let me go get this board. So you guys know we've already used this transfer once. We did this. Isn't this beautiful on our 18-inch Sylvie? It's our 18-inch square. But I want to show you guys, our transfers are reusable. You could use them again and again. So I want to show you other ways we use this transfer. And I'm just going to try to minimize my face. I know I'm not looking too pretty tonight. So we have the same transfer here. And if you go online or you go to your Michael store, they have the cutest wooden 4th of July accents. I have to fix the top. I painted them. So you could get this set of 3 of these blocks that already have this, hi. They already have like the little, what do you call that, wick of the firework? Yeah, I'm good. How are you, Sue? I liked your Facebook, person? Is it like your little Bitmoji? I've been calling them Fitmojis because they're Facebook Bitmojis. So I went ahead and just took some acrylic paint. You can get these for 79 cents at the store. And I went ahead and painted them before this video, okay? You can paint them. And I painted one white, one red, one blue. Ta-da! I just put one little layer so they look a little distressed, okay? And you know what? Since I have you guys here, one thing that I did not do is wax. So this brings us to a good teaching point about paste wax, right? So Club Couture has these fun little pastes, or you could use min wax. If I'm waxing something really large, I'll use this can because this is like, hey Julie, this is like a little chapstick, all right? So these right now are 40% off at Michael's. You just have to paint them any way you want yourself, okay? And I think they're $19.99, but they're 40% off right now. You can pick up curbside, or you could just have them mail it to you. And some of the stores are actually open. So they're on sale for $11.99, which I thought was a great deal. So we're gonna use this. And what I'm gonna do, look, I'm just gonna use my chapstick, and I'm gonna put that on there, and then I'm just gonna buff this in. You wanna use paste wax on wood. It kind of helps protect your transfer from getting little bits of wood in your transfer. And it also kind of fills in the nooks and crannies so that you don't have paste that bleeds. That's important too. You should probably use a cloth instead of a paper towel though. Do I even have any down here? Hold on. I think I took them all to wash. Yeah, I think all of mine are being washed. That's okay. So it does a couple different things for you. I'm just going to go like that. And I'm going to do 3 of the sides. I'm going to be chalking on 3 of the sides, but I'm going to use this transfer to make these cute little fireworks. We did make some fireworks last year that were super cute. I almost linked the YouTube video from my channel so you guys can see. I really need to use, you know what? I think I'm just going to use one of my pheasant cloths on the terry cloth side. That'll be better. So remember, our cloths are double-sided. There we go. I'm just gonna go like that. You also could chalk chalkboards that are not from Club Couture, and that is because you never know the quality and you don't know, is it an actual chalkboard or is it just a spray-on chalk paint, which they happen to use a lot because it keeps the price down. So to protect your transfer from getting that sticky stuff on it, and to prevent ghosting if you want to redesign, then they recommend using some of this wax. And I am just smearing it on. The reason why I like to wax, especially wood, is I feel like it gives you a little wiggle room if you were to make a little oopsie. I feel like you can fix it a little better. Just putting more on here. And I'm gonna just go like that. And like I said, for bigger projects, I do use this paste wax from Minwax. And you can get that from your hardware store. I'm just checking this bad boy out. I think I do want to wax this side. But yeah, this transfer has so many big words and so many fun things that I wanted to show you guys another use for it. Hi, Lynn. Oh my gosh, Lynn, your project you did today was amazing. Oh, gorgeous. If you guys are in my VIP group, you probably saw the picture. If you're not in my VIP group, you want to be, so make sure you comment VIP, or you can see on this page, you can see, I think, the link. But she has this whole French thing going on that was gorgeous. I don't know if we still have it. We have a big French pattern too, Lynn, that I think you would really love. And I'm just going to put this in. Like I said, I only did one layer of acrylic paint because I didn't really care if it looked dry brushed. And maybe after we're done these, I'll show you guys the ones we did last year. And last year it was so much harder because I didn't have these wooden pieces. I had to make my own. So I went to the lumber shop of, I think it was Lowe's, and had them cut the wood, and then it was just, this was so much easier. All right, so we'll start with a small one. And let's look, there's so many things we can pick. We have the words 4th of July, Home of the Brave, Old Glory, stars, these stars, stripes. Okay, so I think let's start with the small blue block first, okay? And for this one, I'm gonna wanna put the stars on the side, and then I'm gonna do the word of on my block. So first I'm just going to, you don't have to take the whole thing off of the backer if you're doing this, but I am. I am. And I'm just going to do it very carefully because remember, you definitely don't want to stick the sticky side to the sticky side. There we go. And on this one, on the sides, I want to do these stars. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's do this side. I'm going to go ahead and just line these stars up. It's going to be a little complicated because the only thing that's going to be holding this in place are the actual stars, right? And I want to go over the edge. Oh, I stuck the sticky to the sticky. I don't want to go over the edge. You know what we're going to do? Let me take this off. I have an idea. We're going to go back to my old trusty placement tape because what I'm worried about on this side is I really don't want paste to get on the other side because I don't want it to bleed through. So let's see. We're going to do these 3 sides. I'm I'm just gonna put tape here so it doesn't bleed. And tape here. It'll make more sense when we actually go to do it, I think. All right, and then I'm gonna grab my bright white and I'm just gonna give it a little stir here. Did anybody catch any of the Club Couture Chalkathon for Watts of Love today? It was phenomenal. Watts of Love is our charity that we are very involved with. I'm gonna turn it this way. Let me see. There's different ways to give. One of them is during these chalkathons. Another one is just on my chalk site. You could choose just to do a straight donation. When you make a purchase, I should do it at the top too, you can always round up and that'll give a donation. I'm just going to go like this. That way it doesn't get on the top. And then I'm going to, but yeah, what I was saying is the only thing you have holding this in place are those stars. There we go. So I'm just gonna fold it like this. I'm gonna get one of my small squeegees and I'm gonna put some chalk paste burn in there. You want it, this is a lot of screen, so you really wanna make sure that there's no air bubbles in there. He's on the treadmill. So I'm gonna take some of this and plop it on there. And then I'm going to just go like this. And to put these stars on here. So it's gonna make a white background actually with blue stars. Go. Now I want to do the other side too, so I'm just going to try to do this a little quickly because I don't want all the paste to dry before I can get that other side done. And then we're going to peel it. Oh, what's stuck? Oh, I'm stuck on my tape. Oh, that turned out so great. Do you see that? All right, so I want to dry this really quick so I don't mess it up. That turned out so good. Hey, Joanne. Oh, your project turned out so great today, Joanne. Everybody's projects today. Okay, so that's dry, so I'm gonna flip it on that side and try to use that piece again before it all dries in my screen. So again, I'm just going to press down on the stars because that is where the stick is of this reusable silkscreen transfer. Oh, I didn't put paint up there. So then you can see that the versatility of these transfers, right? And let me get that right there. Okay, I'm gonna try to hold it in place and smooth it over here. And then I want to get off all that excess and just put it back in the jar.
Sliding my butt on the thing, guys.
It probably will get on the back. I didn't tape that side, but that's the side that's going to be against the wall. So I'm okay with that.
Oh gosh.
There we go. I'm just going to get off all the excess. Like that. Okay. And then we're gonna peel that. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. Okay, set my transfer over here. I'm gonna clean my hands off. Lynn, I didn't cut up the transfer sheet because it's likely that I may want to do another one of these again, the full board. And if I cut it up, it's going to be really difficult to space it. So even though cutting it might be a little easier, I'm just going to leave mine whole. But you can cut them. You can cut them if you'd like. A lot of people do cut their transfers anyway that are large, just to make it easier. Okay. And then I'm gonna flip it to the front and take off my tape. But I'm gonna keep this tape because I could use it for the next firecracker. And I'm going to figure out where I'm gonna put my letters. So I'm gonna turn it this way because all of my letters are gonna be going in this orientation. I'm going to just try the best I can to center it. And I want that word of. This is good. All right. I'm gonna grab a little bit of my chalk paste and one of my mini squeegees and just do these two letters on here. Ooh. And get off all the excess. But you can definitely cut them if you want. When I first started, all of the large transfers, especially the E size, which is our 18 by 24, I cut them all.
Oh my gosh!
And then we have of, just gonna dry that. All right, so then we have stars on both sides. We have our of, and I'm gonna leave that just a solid blue. So there's one. Ezra, what are you doing?
My Matchbox car, I put it on there.
Turn it off and
No,
go upstairs.
I'll keep it quiet.
So that is one of them. Now we're gonna reach for our red.
Oh.
And for this one, I'm still gonna keep the white, but I'm instead gonna use these stripes. All right, so let's see. I'm going to, that paper towel left a little bit of a thing on there. So I think we'll use, I might have to wet it, hold on. I'm gonna spritz it. I have a little bit of paper towel that's caught in the grooves. We'll use these three. All right, so then we're gonna take these. I'm gonna put this on here. So I'm just protecting this corner here. And then I want to do the top. And for this one, I'm going to go ahead and use the stripes. So I'm going to take the seam transfer and kind of go like this. Let me move it down a little bit. Maybe like this. gonna grab my white. Hey, Laura. We're making some fireworks here tonight.
Mommy, am I losing some weight?
Oh, baby. Go upstairs, please.
No, I want to lose some weight. So like you said.
Ooh.
I want to see how fast my car can go.
All right, so then I'm gonna take my little mini squeegee and just go across my little firework. Maybe up or down too. To cover all of that silk screen. Putting the excess back in the jar. I'm hoping this is as straight as it can be. I made some really amazing shrimp Alfredo for dinner tonight, and the glass of wine that I had with it, which I'm still drinking right now, got to me a little bit. All right, so here's our stripes. Let's see how that turned out. Lovely. Dry that. Put this on a little thick, so we're gonna have to get that. There we go. Good. Now it's dry enough to go this way. Ezra, turn it off.
I'll slow it down. Oh, God. I'll slow it down. Slow down.
I'm just using this to mask off the front so I don't have any bleed around the side. And I'll put a little bit at the top so the tops don't have anything on it. And then I'm going to, I'm sticking to the table, put this back down. Right there. I'm going to press down on those stripes so I don't have any air bubbles the best I can. But if I have a little bit of bleeding, it's not the end of the world because this is very cute wood craftiness. I'm going to grab my mini squeegee and just do the same thing on this side. Ezra, turn it off. And we're going to put those stripes on here.
Now what else can I use to do, Mommy?
Go upstairs and read a book.
I'll be quiet.
You're going to be very quiet tomorrow when you're grounded. All right.
No.
Now we're going to peel.
I'll stretch this.
Ta-da! Ooh, can you guys even see this? There we go. I'm just going to dry this. Turn it on its side. Take that tape off. Take a sip of my beverage. How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing good.
And then I'm going to go back to those words. And this one's going to say July. So I'm going to turn it this way. transfer. If you really get into a problem where your transfer sticking on itself, you want to take it to the sink under cold water and then separate it very slowly
I'm taking notes.
and carefully. And
Guys, make sure to take notes.
I kind of made a mistake with the oven, put it close to the top. So I'm going to try to continue that mistake and put it close to the top again. I have paste all over my fingers,
Oh no.
but kind of like that. And then for this, I actually want to use a blue. I'm going to use a blue that kind of matches the blue that we painted on the other one.
For you. Come on, let's go.
So I'm going to stir up my chalk paste, and if it's too thick, I'm going to add a little bit of distilled water. Just going to look at, I'm going to make sure I don't have any air bubbles on there. And I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to grab another mini squeegee. Ta-da. I'm going to go over that silk screen. And then any extra, I'll put back in the jar for another project. I was just thinking today, guys, that we haven't done a shadow box in a while. So we're going to have to do like a 4th of July shadow box next, because I used to do a shadow box once a month. I don't know how I fell out of that. And they are my favorite. I was just looking at, I still have my 4th of July one for last year still put together. And I was like, huh, that was so cute. Do you remember that? It had all the little stars in the background. All right, and then we're going to peel this off. And we have the word July. Put this back here. All right. So we have 2 of them done. Now, I didn't anticipate for this of what we're going to put on the sides of this one. I'm wondering if I should wash the transfer and then do stars and stripes on the big one. What do you think? I only wanted to use no, I think we're going to put words on all of the sides. But for this one, I want to use bright red. So we'll use our candy apple. Let me get that. I'm going to put the white away. This one we'll do all words instead of patterns, because I only want to use this. That was the whole point. And we're going to go ahead. Oh, I hope 4th fits. And we have our 4th. And I'm going to just smooth it down. Make sure we don't have any air bubbles. There we go. And I'm going to take my candy apple and do the same thing. I'm going to put that over. And we're just going to do the word 4th. In my head, I'm thinking of all the other transfers I have that would be really cute to put with this. But I really wanted to show you just this one transfer. One thing that just came to mind is, remember that Club Couture we had last year that had the pinwheels? Right? That would be so cute on here, the little 4th of July pinwheel. Ugh. I don't know. Maybe I'll just have to grab it and use it. But no, I would feel bad, because especially if you're one of the newer members now, you're not going to be able to do that, because that was a very exclusive for Club Couture only last year. I think it was last May or June. Was it May? I don't remember. So here we go. There's our word fourth. And then we're going to, ooh, it bled a little bit. It's okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. You see how we have a little bit of bleeding there? It's because I had an air bubble there. I'm wondering if I should do another side. Try again. And I can because it's going to be on the back. So I'm going to roll that over. And I'm going to try it one more time. For some reason, my red is thinner than the other colors. So if you have an air bubble in there, it is going to unfortunately have a little bit of bleeding. Sticking to the counter. Let's see here. I'm gonna put it back down. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. You should never swipe, because then if there is extra paste on there, it will go through. And I'm gonna try to, and I think this time I'm just going to put a little less and go one direction. And it's okay, whichever one is the best, I'll put towards the front, and whichever one's the worst, I'll put towards the back. No one's gonna see the other side. And if you get really nuts, you can always repaint it and start over. There we go. I said I was going to go one direction and I didn't. So if this one bled, it's my fault. You have a lot less chance of bleeding if you go in one direction. And then we're going to, oh, that one's perfect. That one was perfect. Okay. So I'm just going to dry it. I dropped my transfer. All right, so let's see what other words we can do. There's the word celebrate that I like, and the word liberty. Oh, I stuck it onto it. I'm gonna ruin this transfer before this video is over. There we go. So I think, good. I'm gonna turn it on its side, and let's see if we can fit the word celebrate. Oh, it's a little tall. Ooh, but it'll fit. It'll fit. Let's see. We'll go. Like this. That almost has like the Ray Dunn effect, doesn't it? And I'm gonna go ahead and get back that blue we used. I have no chatty Cathy's on tonight, huh? Everybody's so quiet. I'm just the only chatty Cathy. I'm gonna grab some of this and just go across my words. It's gonna say celebrate. I wonder if you guys are as exhausted as I am. It was such a beautiful day outside. I'm sure you guys all were trying to get stuff taken care of in the outside world. I'm exhausted. There we go. There we go. Hey, Kelsey. Hey, Nikki. All right, so we have the word celebrate, and I'm just going to peel that up. Oh, that is super cute. Super cute. I just realized one thing that I should have done. I put the wax on but never waxed off like the Karate Kid. Should have done that. That's probably why I have some bleeding issues. It's going in the grain. So we have Celebrate, which is going to look cute on that side because if you read it left to right, it'll say Celebrate 4th of July, right? And then, let me dry that more. And then I'm going to come, oh no, it's this side. All right, so it's not going to say Celebrate. It's going to say 4th of July Celebrate. Why don't we look to see if we can get Liberty? That way we have like a mixture of fonts. Yeah. Let's see. Liberty. Gonna move it up a little bit. That Y is a little low. Let's see. Perfect. Liberty. Should we do this in blue also? Let me get that on here. I'm just gonna make sure we don't have any air bubbles. And then I'm gonna go across. But yeah, right behind me, I have the firecrackers I made last year. If you can't tell, I like firecrackers. So I'll show you the difference. This year was just so much easier because you could get these firecrackers already pre-cut and ready to decorate from Michael's. And they're 40% off right now, so run. They have a whole end cap of wood 4th of July. So you could chalk your little heart away. All right. And then I'm going to peel that off. Oh, I love that. Okay, I'm just gonna put the transfer down here on the backer sheet. Give that a little dry. So let's see what we have here. Hands are all pasty. So we have Liberty, 4th, and Celebrate. Our next block we have Of, but on the sides we put the stars from the transfer. How adorable are those stars? And then this one has stripes, and we did July. Look at these cute firecrackers, 4th of July, and from every angle besides the back, you will see something. Liberty, ta-da. So you can actually, if you don't want it to say 4th of July, maybe you just want to have like Celebrate, and you could even mix and match them up, right? Let me go behind here and grab the ones that I did with our homespun flag transfer. Let me go this way. Oh, let me show you this one. So we have our 4th. This side says Liberty. This side said Celebrate. This is all from the same transfer. And then we have our stars, and we have Of, right? So 4th of, and then on this one we have July, and then we have the stripes. This is all using the Home of the Brave transfer. Last year with our homespun flag, they look a little different. Look at this. I even hot glued some rope, and this is from our homespun flag transfer. So they're not quite as thick. They're thinner. Hey, Terry. And I added rope to them. So this was last year's using our homespun flag, which I still have, that you can use at a workshop. Or we have 4th. Look at those cute stars of, look at those stripes, July. And you know what? You could even stack them this way if you wanted to. That doesn't look right. Let's do like this. Ta-da! 4th of July. That was poor planning, Michelle. You should have 4th of July. And then we have, you can do any way you want, but aren't they super cute? If you are interested in this transfer, honestly, I'm not even sure if this transfer is back in stock. It's sold out almost immediately. But if you're interested in this transfer, let me know. I can tell you when they're expecting it to be back. Hey, Terry. Tonight we made super fun firecrackers. We did. And I love all of the patterns on the sides, especially these stars. Thank you, Sue. So you can see how fun it is to mix and match and use your transfers in different ways. You don't have to use it just the way it comes. This is the way it came. And this is what we made the other day. And we have more transfers, more projects to use with this transfer later as well, okay? So thank you very much for joining me, even though we didn't have a lot of chats, right? So if you are interested in becoming a designer or would like more information on that, let me know. I'm in a super fun group right now where tomorrow night there is a drawing for a free bundle. So it's a new group and it's super fun. And let me know if you'd like to be a part of it. But hope you had a great Saturday and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.